Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
Hello and welcome to Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 7. I'm Khuri and today we're at the headquarters of Hindustan Unilever in Mumbai for the very special Wildcard round. This round is introduced especially to give students from all over India an equal opportunity to partake in this competition. So here are the 9 teams that have made it to the Wildcard round. Study for these 9 teams comes from India's biggest consumer goods brand, Hindustan Unilever's flagship brand, Lakme. It was launched in 1952 and it has been one of many firsts. It has made colors and concepts for women for generations to come. Now, Lakme truly believes in encouraging new talent and providing them with opportunities to showcase potential, and for this, they think the Lakme Fashion Week is the perfect platform. However, the awareness it garners is very limiting.
The challenge for the teams is to devise a plan to take Lakme Fashion Week to consumers in a relevant and impactful, yet cost-effective way, through one or more of the following touchpoints: either TV, print, digital, or point of sale.
With that, it's time to meet the jury panel for the day that is going to decide the fate of these teams. First up, we have Purnima Lamba, Head Innovation Lakme from Hindustan Unilever. And we have Sri Nandan Sundaram, Vice President Brand Building from Hindustan Unilever. Welcome, judges. It's now time to call upon the first team, Team Vitamin M from Mudra Institute of Communications, Ahmedabad. Welcome, team. You know you have 3 minutes to make your presentation in front of the jury, at the end of which we will sound a buzzer followed by a Q&A. Are you ready?
Yes.
Your time starts now.
Good afternoon. From the given case, we understand that the challenge is awareness of Lakme Fashion Week is limited. The touch points of Lakme and Lakme Fashion Week are mismatched, and this has resulted into lower relevance for LFW.
Team Vitamin M projects the target audience as an urban girl belonging to section A and B between the ages of 16 to 40 years old. From their primary research, the team derived that the TG equates fashion to clothes and not to makeup. Hence, their key selling point is fashion begins with makeup.
We will build awareness for LFW and remind consumers that behind all the glamour of Lakme Fashion Week is the backstage glory called makeup. See for makeup as an integral part.
The campaign they propose is to be integrated across all media and will be called My Beauty Palette, building makeup as an integral part of fashion.
How important in your campaign is being present on mainstream channels to reach consumers about Lakme Fashion Week? Because your top 3 choices were all niche in terms of their reach. So what is your mainstream idea to augment the reach of Lakme Fashion Week?
In terms of traditional media like TV and print, our idea in TV was to basically integrate TV and Twitter to some extent. So we have the Lakme Absolute range, which is normally used for the Lakme Fashion Week makeup. So we thought that adding an extra vignette to the end of the spot and having a celebrity do makeup, and we'll ask the viewers to guess the palette that she's wearing. So we'll have engagement that way, and we'll also have, like a massive reach because it's going on TV in most channels that our particular TG watches. In terms of print, one thing we're doing is we're having glossy print ads in fashion and lifestyle magazines such as Femina and all. The other thing that we're doing is in smaller cities, like especially Tier 2 cities, where there are people who love makeup but don't know how to use makeup. These how to do makeup ads, we'll send them out as newspaper inserts so that it becomes easier for them to do that makeup and also engage with the brand, because once somebody tells me this is how I'm going to look more beautiful, then that person will obviously have a better share of mind when it comes to Lakme.
The next team to make its presentation is Team GI Marketers from Goa Institute of Management. Through their research, the team gathers that people feel alienated from the brand Lakme Fashion Week because of exclusive emphasis on celebrity and media endorsements. The team's big proposition to address the issues presented in the case study is Be the Muse.
The core idea of the communication strategy is to shift the focus from product to the people. Our aim is to include the everyday consumer with the event through Lakme products. Playing on the wow factor, we provide a complete image makeover to someone as close as your next door neighbor. This would build association and brand salience into the consumer's mind.
Their implementation strategy includes the following. In the pre-launch phase, they want to advertise through TV and social media to build anticipation and invite nominations for Be the Muse campaign, a competition targeting the girl next door. Post-launch, introduction of BTM glamour baskets that were created for the campaign. The baskets will feature products used for each particular look created for the Muse by famous designers in them. The baskets will also be made available in modern trade outlets and Lakme salons for sale.
What is the brand filter that you were applying when you said that in the choice of women who would be nominated for this contest, you said women who have made an impact?
Right. So someone as a person, as such a person as me, can nominate his elder sister, his mother, his school teacher, his school principal, or some sort of mentor that he has in his own life. If I want to put in my mother's nomination, she's a working class lady who has worked her entire life, brought 4 kids up, bought a house, bought a car, gave all of us with a master's degree. So she's someone people look up to. So people like them, you fill up an entire profile for the person you're nominating with their pictures.
So you're looking for the girl next door kind of profile?
Yes. So the 8 people are all from a different category. Someone can be a housewife, the second one can be a college student, the third one can be a design student, something like that.
Thank you, team. If you would kindly step outside. With that, it's time to take a short break. But on the other side, 7 other teams are going to battle it out over here on the wildcard round for a spot on the semi-finals. You're watching Line 7. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 7, and we're right in the middle of the wildcard round. It's time now to call upon the third team, Team Samsil from Indo-German Training Center, Bangalore. Welcome, team.
Winning over the hearts of multitude depends on audience engagement, and our big idea is Lakme Fashion Sillage, that is LFS, which represents brand wagon carrying the essence of LFW to the selected cities across the country. Crowdsourcing activities associated with LFS are Fashion Trumpet, Youth Connect, 3.0, and Sillage collections.
The team believes that Lakme Fashion Sillage will involve budding fashion models and designers from colleges. The objective? To create a fashion revolution among the masses using BTL strategies, taking the Lakme Fashion Week brand forward.
One of the questions I had is, there is a lot of emphasis on your primary research and various methodologies that you've used. After you've gone through all of the research, what is the big insight that you have unlocked, which has led you to reach the idea of the sillage?
When we even inquired with German people in our institution, we found out whenever there is an fashion event, it should be always associated with the designers and the outfits what they are going to make, not on a cosmetic brand like Lakme. Now there is a serious disconnect when it comes to Lakme Fashion Week here. Most of the people whom we have inquired, they know about Lakme and the cosmetics what they have in the market, but they don't know anything about the Lakme Fashion Week, whether it is associated with it or not. That's a major outcome of the primary research.
The next team to make its presentation to the jury is Team Hansati Rivals from IIM Shillong.
So, what's the issue over here? First, Lakme Fashion Week is disconnected because it does not cater to the average Jain. It's to a much more niche audience. The second thing is that it is disengaged because the Indian woman who is actually viewing the show is unable to connect to the protagonists. And third, it's uninfluential because it is yet not managed to influence Indian women's fashion trends.
Through Lakme Fashion Week and through Main Hoon Apsara is that
the solution the team suggests is the Main Hoon Apsara campaign based on 3 pillars. First, gamification. The team wants to design a game where divas from across the country get to walk on the Lakme Fashion Week ramp, along with gaining a lifetime membership with a Lakme salon plus earn attractive prize money. Second, soapification. In addition to being a competition, Main Hoon Apsara to also be telecast on prime time reality TV with backstage stories and experiences of these Apsaras to be shared. Finally, femification. Plan is to make feminine memes viral on social media to put across messaging to women across the country. The key message the team is trying to put across is this: a woman's inner beauty is the real beauty.
In your idea on soapification, I was curious because there are so many reality shows coming up and sort of dying down equally. What is the unique insight you got from your research that will make this content sticky?
When we did our primary research, amongst other questions, we asked the women, if you had the chance, would you walk the ramp? And everybody said, yes, we will walk the ramp. So it's all about, we just have to provide the platform, and the content will be driven by the women themselves. They'll be very proactively giving us content that saves us cost. That's one of the points in the case study. It has to be cost effective. That saves costs for us, and it's content which women are generating. Hence, it's relevant for everybody who's watching on the television. So even though there are reality shows, but we think our reality show, Main Hoon Apsara, will be very relevant to the average customer that we're targeting.
The next team to face the lights was Team Bazingas from IIM Udaipur.
We believe that these challenges can be overcome with the help of our big idea, which is the transformation of an ordinary girl into an extraordinary and confident fashion diva by being part of a select sorority known as the Lakme Ladies. Who are these lovely ladies? They are young, vivacious, independent, intelligent, beautiful, exude confidence, have loads of fun, charming and eloquent. We have come up with 2 digital promotional activities such as Dress Up Your Diva campaign and Life of a Lakme Lady campaign. Our biggest promotional activity, which we believe will have a wider reach and high impact, is the selection process of the 7 Lakme Ladies.
Colleges across 7 cities which are known to be educational hub would be targeted. Our target segment is young college-going women in the age group of 18 to 26. In order to promote the Lakme Fashion Diva Hunt within each college, Lakme campus ambassadors will be appointed. The ambassadors will contribute to making Lakme Fashion Weeks present felt in the campus through sponsorship ideas, online and offline promotional campaigns, and get maximum registration for the Diva Hunt. The selection of Lakme Ladies will follow a bottom-up approach and are of 3 levels, that is college, university and city level.
Brief was how do you increase the reach and of Lakme Fashion Week. What I've understood from the way you presented is you've created a separate concept of the Lakme Lady. Yeah? How is this marrying with the brief of improving the reach of Lakme Fashion Week?
Well, we spoke to a couple of people, like around 30 people who go for fashion events from our college and from other colleges. And they could, when they asked them, like, what do you think about fashion shows in India, they could only think about Miss India and Miss World. They couldn't come up with the Lakme Fashion Week or the India Fashion Week. And when we told them about Lakme Fashion Week, India Fashion Week and the Bangalore Fashion Week, we told them, okay, what is the difference between the 3? They couldn't differentiate. So we felt that there is a strong need for a brand icon, and with the concept of Lakme Ladies here, we're getting people more involved.
The next team on stage was Team Intimidators from KJ Somaya, and their big insight is this: Lakme is considered an expensive brand and out of reach of common women. The products are not easily accessible, and people do not relate to products and models portrayed in these fashion shows. Their big idea is to start a 2-month campaign, #RUAtLFW, before the next Fashion Week in March 2016. The campaign is to be phased as follows. First, the ignition. Interactive competition, #Reveal the Designer in You, inviting budding designers to compete in the same. The designs will be uploaded on the Lakme Fashion Week website, its Instagram handle, and will be linked to other social media sites of LFW. Second, the penetration. 25 winners from the first phase will get to showcase their designs in renowned malls in 5 cities across the country. Using the #WitnessLFW, along with showcasing to the public the finalist designs, the team believes they can gain social traction in the 5 cities phases this.
Now the third stage, that is the presentation stage. In this stage, the 5 finalists would be asked to design clothes as per March 2016 Spring Collection theme. These dresses would be worn by the brave heart survivors who faced the atrocities in life, and now they are empowering the society. We will celebrate this festival of beauty in form of confidence by giving it a human touch.
Can you help me understand the measurability of your activity? Because I haven't quite got an idea of where you start and where you will end.
In the first phase, we are expected to get around 1,000 to 1,500 entries on our Facebook pages and everything, which is going to increase the visibility and awareness inside the masses. Now, the second phase of that, where we are getting 25 designers inside the malls. A particular mall, like say, we are planning to host the event in a Valentine's Day week. Okay, so basically, if in that particular period, we are going to get around 3,000 eyeballs on one particular mall. So if we are going to cater to an audience of 3,000 people in one side, so it is a quite a large audience. In going to 5 different cities, we are around targeting 15,000 people.
It's time to take a short break, but stick around because on the other side, 3 teams are going to get a spot on this year's semi-final. You're watching Line 7, stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 7 and we're right here in the middle of the wildcard round. It's time now for Team Pugilist from IIM Shillong to make their presentation. Welcome team.
The big idea. We would be introducing a TV series which would showcase real-life stories of people associated with fashion world. The series won't be centric around LFW, but would have it as a backdrop. By showing aspirational dreams and real-life issues of the models, designers, etc., we aim to develop a connect with the audience and bring a mindset shift when it comes to fashion weeks.
Real-life stories covering all emotions, but in a very light mood.
To create a connection between customers and Lakme Fashion Week, the team proposes the following strategy. A reality show that will run for 8 seasons, with each season running parallel real-life stories of people associated with the fashion industry. An online portal, Ashaye, to portray stories that don't make it to the reality show. By showcasing stories and alternative lives of people associated with fashion, the team believes this will enable them to build a brand connect between Lakme Fashion Week and its consumers.
The framework, the solution comes out of whether it's immediate or long term. It says low immediate value and low immediate need. If there is low immediate value, why will I turn on the remote and move to Asha and the serial? And it makes it worse if there's low immediate need. Yes. Therefore, why will the serial idea work? It might be great for the protagonists. It might be brilliant for the fashion industry. How is it important for Lakme Fashion Week, which is the objective of the case?
What we are doing is we are trying to build a connect, which is not there right now. We think as a consumer, as a customer, we think that, okay, this is a different world altogether. Their stories are different, their life is probably a little bit darker. So what we are doing is we are coming out with a very positive side of modeling or fashion industry in general, and what normal issues, like a designer could have a dream of scuba diving. It necessarily does not revolve around the fashion industry, but it brings a connect.
The next team is Team Inebriated Souls from IIFT Delhi. Their research highlights that younger consumers influence decision-making in the family when it comes to fashion, and that consumers don't associate Lakme as being either trendy or cool.
And hence the big idea, Lakme Campus Tour, which puts Lakme Fashion Week experience right at the center of some of India's largest campus youth festivals.
Lakme Campus Tour would be organized by Lakme along with other event partners during the cultural fest of select campuses. The tour would have basically 2 events, LFW Campus Competitions and LFW Campus Nights. LFW Campus Competitions would basically be the zonal modeling competitions organized in campuses with a footfall of greater than 30,000. The format would include photo shoot, ramp walk and interviews, and the zonal winners of these competitions would be provided with the passes for attending LFW and an opportunity to audition for India's Next Top Model, which is a show co-presented by Lakme. And the second part would be LFW Campus Nights, which will be held in 4 campuses with fair footfall of more than 1 lakh each, and it would feature the designer collections being showcased by professional models along with the winners of zonal competitions.
There are many cool festivals which are outside colleges. So there could be an NH7 weekender, there could be a sunburn. Why has your presentation not covered what people already think cool? And by that I'm not saying colleges are not cool, but there are new, younger destinations which are a mix of college and first-time jobber.
the events we were talking about, NH7 or the Sunburn, they are basically the music festivals. While in the college campuses, these campuses already have some sort of fashion nights, which are currently being amateurishly organized by the campus cultural committee. So there's already an existing concept of a fashion night or a fashion tour, and these campus fest has a huge fan following and social media following, and they already enjoy a huge footfall. For example, IIT Bombay's Mood Indigo had more than 160,000 footfall. So the efforts required to get audience there and on Lakme's part would be much less than starting a greenfield project as far as organizing these things is concerned.
The last team to face the jury for the wildcard round was team 3 Lemon Shots from IMT Ghaziabad. Their big idea, Get Ready With Me and Get Ramp Ready, 2 campaigns that they believe will address the problem at hand.
It will take place in 4 phases. Social media for launch, video blogs for support, viral marketing for creating hype, and physical touchpoints to extend and reinforce the campaign. Basically, the idea is to sell the look and to lure them to buy Lakme products. Now let us introduce to the crucial part of our campaign, Lakme Angels, who form our blogger community of 30 fashion bloggers with a following base of 10,000 plus each on Instagram. Lakme Angels will help us target their followers with relevant interests to drive awareness and engagement leading up during and post the show and make these followers feel like they're part of the event.
How is this any different from what the Lakme Instagram handle already does?
In Tier 2 and 3 cities, these Lakme Angels will help broaden the horizon of Lakme. During the Fashion Week, obviously everyone's following Fashion Week, but once Fashion Week is over, there's no talking of what has happened during the Fashion Week. So we need to keep the buzz throughout the year, and Get Ready With Me talks about this buzz because you keep on posting pictures, and then we mentioned in one of the slides that there are incentives for the followers as well as the bloggers.
Thank you, team. If you would kindly step outside, because now it's time for the jury to deliberate and come up with the top 3 teams right here at the wildcard round. So we have the results with us. First of all, before I announce the results, I want you all to give a big hand for yourselves because every single one of you did well. Let me tell you what the winning teams are getting. They're getting cash prizes worth 50,000 rupees. Each team gets that. Fast track route to the placement round at HUL and super stylish fossil watches. Of course, every one of you also gets lime hampers. And the 3 teams that are winning all this, you're peeking into my cards to read the name. I can see it, so I'll get you out of your misery, all of you. Not necessarily in this order, but I'll just say the 3 names out. The first one, Inebriated Souls from IIFT. Congratulations. The next team, we have Vitamin M from MICA. Congratulations. And the third team to make it, hold your breath everyone else, is GI Marketers from GIM. Well done. From this episode of Lime. But next week we have the first of the semi-finals where 15 teams will have to come up with crackling solutions to their case study, Pure It, another gem from the Hindustan Unilever family. Until then, from the entire team, many thanks for watching.
Focus. Ideate, innovate, enable.